In the bustling city of Rochester, New York, during the vibrant 1940s, a unique story was beginning to unfold. The Mangione family home wasn't just a house, it was a sanctuary, a haven alive with the joyous sounds of music. It was a place where melodies danced through the air, creating an atmosphere of creativity and passion. Charles Frank Mangione, born into this musical world in 1940, was destined for greatness from the very start. He grew up completely surrounded by the captivating rhythms of jazz, all thanks to his father Frank, whose passion for the genre was infectious and all-consuming. Frank, a true believer in the power of music, made sure to share his love with Chuck and his brother Gap. He regularly took them to see jazz legends perform live, artists like the incomparable Dizzy Gillespie, turning each concert into invaluable life lessons about music, artistry, and the sheer joy of performance. The Mangione house was always filled with the warm crackle and rich sounds of records spinning on the turntable, and young Chuck, with his eager ears and open heart, absorbed every single note, every nuance, every subtle inflection. When he was finally given his very first trumpet, a gleaming symbol of his musical destiny, Chuck quickly discovered his own unique voice through the instrument, while Gap, equally talented, gravitated towards the piano, finding his own expression through the keys. Together, the two brothers practiced endlessly, honing their skills and developing a musical bond that would last a lifetime. Their music, a vibrant blend of youthful energy and burgeoning talent, echoed joyfully through the neighborhood streets. Their father's unwavering encouragement and guidance further fueled their dedication, ensuring they learned from the very best musicians and mentors available. Rochester's thriving and diverse local music scene provided the brothers with their very first stage, a platform to showcase their talents and grow as performers. It was here that they learned the invaluable skill of connecting with audiences, of sharing their passion and creating a shared experience. These early experiences taught young Chuck a profound lesson, that music was more than just notes and rhythms. It was a dialogue, a conversation between the performer and the listener. It was a powerful way to evoke emotions, to stir the soul, and to make people feel something truly real and meaningful. The unique rhythm of the city, combined with the unwavering love and support of his family, laid a strong and unshakable foundation for Chuck's extraordinary musical journey. The Mangione brothers, just two kids with a shared dream and an undeniable passion for music, were embarking on what would become a lifelong musical conversation, a harmonious exchange of ideas and emotions. And it was within those familiar, comforting streets of Rochester that Chuck learned perhaps his most important lesson of all, that at its very core, music is about emotion, about expressing the deepest and most profound feelings of the human heart. And so, with a trumpet in hand and a heart full of dreams, a truly remarkable and inspiring career was set in motion, ready to captivate the world. For serious musicians in Rochester, the Eastman School of Music was the destination. Chuck Mangione arrived at Eastman eager to blend his love of jazz with classical discipline. He immersed himself in theory and composition, learning the rules so he could break them with style. As director of the Eastman Jazz Ensemble, even as a student, he inspired peers to innovate and find their voices. The contrast between classical structure and jazz improvisation became his creative fuel. Eastman gave him the language of music, and he used it to craft works that balanced elegance with heart. Graduating in 1963, Chuck left with more than a degree. He had a vision and the skills to realize it. The school validated both his formal and informal education, preparing him for the world stage. Armed with the soul of a jazzman and the mind of a composer, he was ready to make his mark. Before fame, Chuck and Gap Mangione formed the Jazz Brothers, captivating Rochester with their dynamic sound. Their Riverside Records albums introduced their energetic take on hard bop. This period was crucial for Chuck, shaping him as a band leader and composer. Then came a call from jazz legend Art Blakey, inviting Chuck to join the Jazz Messengers. Playing with Blakey was a masterclass in rhythm and soul, pushing Chuck to new heights. He succeeded trumpet greats like Freddie Hubbard, proving his talent among jazz's elite. The experience was transformative, sharpening his skills and broadening his vision. As a jazz messenger from 1965 to 1967, Chuck earned respect and confidence. He left the group not to abandon jazz, but to pursue a more melodic, accessible sound. The lessons learned with Blakey would shape his unique musical path. Chuck was ready to redefine what jazz could be. After his formative years with the Jazz Messengers, a period that undoubtedly shaped his musical trajectory, Chuck returned to the hallowed halls of Eastman School of Music, where his journey had begun. He wasn't just coming back, he was returning with a wealth of experience, ready to channel that into new creative endeavors. It was during this period that he embarked on recording the groundbreaking album, Friends and Love, a project that would redefine his sound and set the stage for future success. This ambitious undertaking saw him collaborating with the school's very own jazz ensemble, creating a synergy that elevated the music to new heights. The album's innovative fusion of a traditional jazz quartet with the grandeur of a full orchestra was a bold move, and tracks like Hill Where the Lord Hides showcased Mangione's compositional genius. The sheer artistry and originality of the album earned him his first prestigious Grammy nomination, a testament to his growing influence. As his career progressed, Chuck made a conscious decision to shift away from the complexities of hard bop, opting instead for a warmer, more accessible and undeniably melodic style that resonated with a broader audience. This transition was perfectly embodied by his embrace of the flugelhorn, an instrument known for its uniquely gentle and inviting tone. Landmark albums like Chase the Clouds Away and Bellavia became instant classics, bringing him not only Grammy wins, but also widespread critical and popular acclaim that solidified his place in music history. Beyond the technical brilliance, his music became deeply personal, reflecting his inner world and artistic vision. It was a celebration of life, honoring the importance of family and radiating an infectious sense of joy that captivated listeners. Chuck's concerts, often grand affairs featuring full orchestras, were more than just performances. They became legendary for their unparalleled warmth, palpable energy, and the sheer joy that emanated from the stage. His signature black fedora wasn't just a fashion statement, it was a symbol of his unique style, and his inviting stage presence made him a beloved figure to fans around the globe. He proved time and again that instrumental music could be deeply expressive, conveying a wide range of emotions without the need for lyrics. And defying expectations, he demonstrated that such music could also be commercially successful, reaching a vast audience. Audiences of all backgrounds connected with his accessible, beautifully crafted sound, finding solace and inspiration in his melodies. Chuck wasn't just a musician crafting tunes, he was a maestro of good feelings, spreading joy and positivity through his art. His unique and innovative blend of jazz and pop sensibilities propelled him to the forefront of the American music scene, making him a household name. The flugelhorn in his hands became more than just an instrument, it became his unmistakable voice, and the world, captivated by its warmth and beauty, eagerly listened to what he had to say. The year was 1977, a time of bell-bottoms, disco, and a burgeoning jazz scene. It was during this vibrant era that Chuck Mangione gifted the world with a song that would transcend genres and capture hearts. Chuck Mangione released Feels So Good, a song that would not only define his career, but also etch itself into the cultural landscape, becoming a timeless touchstone for generations to come. This wasn't just music, it was an experience. The song's magic lay in its central element, the flugelhorn melody. It was instantly recognizable, a warm and inviting sound that beckoned listeners closer. Simple yet unforgettable, the melody possessed an inherent quality that resonated deeply, making it universally appealing. Despite being a lengthy instrumental piece, clocking in at over 9 minutes on the album, radio stations across the nation embraced Feels So Good, playing it non-stop and introducing it to a massive audience. The public's enthusiastic response and overwhelming demand quickly transformed the song into a genuine cultural phenomenon. Defying expectations, the single soared to an impressive number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, a truly rare and remarkable achievement for a jazz instrumental track, proving its widespread appeal. The Feels So Good album achieved phenomenal success, selling over 2 million copies and earning multi-platinum status. It enjoyed an extended stay on the charts, remaining a fixture for more than a year and solidifying its place in music history. Feels So Good seamlessly integrated into the fabric of everyday life, becoming the ubiquitous soundtrack to countless moments. Its appeal transcended the boundaries of genres and resonated across generations, uniting listeners from all walks of life. The song's universal appeal stemmed from its profound emotional honesty, its ability to connect with listeners on a deeply personal level. It possessed a unique and undeniable quality. It simply made people feel good, evoking feelings of joy, optimism, and pure happiness. Feels So Good served as an entry point, introducing countless listeners to the captivating world of jazz music. In doing so, it elevated the flugelhorn, transforming it from a relatively obscure instrument into a recognizable and beloved household sound. It definitively proved that instrumental music could achieve massive commercial success and leave an indelible mark on popular culture. For a significant number of people, Feels So Good acted as a gateway, opening their ears and minds to the broader spectrum of jazz. Beyond its musical merits, it became a source of comfort, a familiar and reassuring melody in a rapidly changing world. The song's unprecedented success firmly cemented Chuck Mangione's status as a global superstar, elevating him to international acclaim. Decades later, Feels So Good remains one of the most beloved and recognizable instrumentals ever recorded, a testament to its enduring quality. Feels So Good was far more than just a hit song that climbed the charts. It was a defining cultural moment, a shared experience that resonated with millions. Its iconic melody is intricately woven into the collective memory of a generation, a nostalgic reminder of a time when music had the power to truly unite. Decades after his chart-topping success, Chuck Mangione found new fame as a recurring character on King of the Hill. Playing a satirical version of himself, he became Megalomart's celebrity spokesperson, always with his hat and flugelhorn. This role introduced him to a new generation, blending humor with his musical legacy. His character's appearances, from commercials to absurd store events, became a running gag. The show's tribute to his death highlighted his enduring cultural significance. Chuck's willingness to poke fun at himself made him even more endearing. His music became a go-to soundtrack for film and TV, evoking smooth optimism. Mangione's sound and persona became a cherished part of pop culture. In 1980, Chuck Mangione composed Give It All You Got for the Lake Placid Winter Olympics. The anthem's soaring melody captured the spirit of competition and triumph, becoming synonymous with the miracle on ice. He performed it live at the closing ceremonies, sending a message of hope worldwide. His earlier piece, Chase the Clouds Away, was also used for the 1976 Montreal Olympics. Mangione's music resonated with the grandeur and emotion of athletic achievement. His melodies became the soundtrack for dreams coming true. Through the Olympics, he showed the power of instrumental music to unite and inspire. His themes elevated the games, etching memories for millions. Chuck became the composer laureate of champions. At the heart of Chuck Mangione's music are honesty and love. He once said, "My music is the sum of what I am. I'm not a singer, so I have to do it with my horn." His flugelhorn became his voice, sharing genuine emotion with listeners. Mangione's goal was simple: to make people feel good. Critics may have dismissed this as simplistic, but for Chuck, joy was the highest calling. Family was central to his work. He named songs for loved ones and celebrated warmth and connection. His bandmates became family, their bond audible in every performance. Chuck believed music was a universal language, bridging divides and bringing people together. "The real communication is the music itself," he said, trusting that honesty would resonate. Millions felt that connection, finding joy and inspiration in his melodies. His enduring success proves that the simplest truths make the most powerful art. Chuck Mangione's legacy isn't in complex jazz theory, it's in melodies that became part of our lives. He built a bridge between jazz sophistication and pop accessibility, making the flugelhorn a star. Chuck proved an instrumentalist could be a pop icon, changing perceptions of jazz's reach. He inspired generations to blend genres and prioritize melody and emotion. As a pioneer of smooth jazz, he opened doors for countless musicians. Beyond music, his presence in pop culture and the Olympics made him a fixture in American life. His sound evokes warmth and optimism, comforting and inspiring for over 50 years. The fedora and flugelhorn symbolize an artist true to himself. Chuck's story is simple: a boy from Rochester who shared his joy with the world. His melodies endure, reminding us that the most powerful music comes from the heart.